Hi, I am Dada Saida from Marrakesh. I specialize in Moroccan cuisine. Today we are going to prepare Seffa Madfouna. We serve Seffa Madfouna during different occasions. This dish is made with chicken that is seasoned with warm spices. First, transfer the vermicelli to a large plate. Coat the vermicelli with vegetable oil. We add oil to prevent the vermicelli from turning sticky once we add the water. Coat it thoroughly with the oil. Now that we have coated all the seffa with oil, let's add water to the pot that will be used to cook the vermicelli. I have filled up the pot 3/4 of the way with water. We will bring this water to a boil and use it for steaming and for hydrating the vermicelli once it is off the stove. Next, we use this clean piece of cloth to prevent the steam from escaping through the sides and direct it toward the vermicelli. As you can see, it is just a simple clean piece of cloth. I will soak it in water. Squeeze the water. Now wrap the piece of cloth around the edge of the pot. This piece of cloth will help prevent the steam from escaping through the sides. We call this the lock. Now that I have secured the lock, I will put the steamer basket on top. Place it on top of the boiling water and let it steam. As you can see, the piece of cloth won't let the steam escape. Therefore, the vermicelli will cook perfectly. The vermicelli is now done with the first round of steaming. There is a lot of steam coming out from the top. Time to hydrate the vermicelli with water. I use the boiling water from the pot to hydrate it. Here is the boiling water. Make sure to pour it all over the vermicelli. This hot water prevents the vermicelli from turning sticky or mushy later on. The vermicelli is thoroughly hydrated. I will transfer the vermicelli to the large plate and leave it to absorb the water for a bit. Then I will add salt. Place the hydrated vermicelli back in the large plate. And put the steamer basket back on the top. We will return the water we used to hydrate the vermicelli to the pot. And we'll use it to steam the vermicelli some more. Place back the steamer basket and let the water keep on boiling. Grab a spoon to fluff the vermicelli. Any spoon works. Time to add salt. Add water to the salt. Then mix to combine. The salt needs to dissolve in the water. Add more water to the leftover salt at the bottom of the bowl. The vermicelli needs to absorb all the water and salt. The initial color of the vermicelli changes when it absorbs the water. As you can see, it becomes paler. The color of the vermicelli turns light beige when cooked. I will add more water. Then set it aside to absorb the liquids for about 3 minutes. We will break it apart later, then return it back to steam. After absorbing all the water, we fluff up the vermicelli to break it apart. The vermicelli has absorbed all the water. Even though we add more water, it didn't turn sticky. It is then good quality vermicelli, otherwise it would have gotten sticky. As you can see, even if I press it with my hands, it still doesn't stick. The vermicelli has absorbed all the salt water. The color has turned lighter after it absorbed all the water. Let's return the vermicelli to the steamer basket. The vermicelli has doubled in size. Back in the steamer basket and time to steam it again. Another steaming round to go. We will remove the vermicelli from the steamer pot after it completes 2 rounds of steaming. Drizzle it with room temperature water. Coat it with butter. Leave it to absorb everything. Then steam it again for the 3rd and last round. Put the steamer basket back. Lower the heat. Fluff the vermicelli. It is not sticky and there are no clumps at all. Keep breaking it apart like this. We add a little bit of water, but not too much. After adding the water, add butter while the vermicelli is still hot. Spread the butter evenly throughout the vermicelli. The more butter you add to the vermicelli, the softer and more delicious it becomes. Bury the butter deep in the hot vermicelli to help melt it quickly. Let the butter melt. Later on, we will leave the vermicelli to absorb the water and melted butter. Then again fluff it and return it to steam again. Now let's check if the butter has melted. It is nicely melted. I will grab a spoon and mix the vermicelli. Earlier we added both room temperature water and butter to the vermicelli. Now the butter has melted and has been absorbed by the vermicelli. Return the vermicelli to the steamer basket and let it steam again. Place back the steamer basket on the stove. Let's now prepare the chicken. First, we will start with the onions. Now that we have peeled the onions, let's rinse them. Thinly dice the onions so that they easily melt in the sauce. The onions are now chopped. Let's cook the chicken. Use whatever amount of chicken you want. The chicken we have is washed with lemon and water. Pierce the chicken to allow spices to penetrate. After placing the chicken in the large pot, add the chopped onions. salt, not too much salt because the chicken has already been cleaned with lemon and salt, turmeric. I will add dry coriander too, ginger, pepper, saffron threads, a teaspoon of fermented butter, two large cinnamon sticks, vegetable oil, and olive oil. After seasoning the chicken, I add water to help the chicken absorb the seasoning. Don't add too much water because the onions will also release a lot of juice. Combine all the ingredients together, then place the pot on the stove to cook. Mix the ingredients well. Now that all the seasoning has penetrated the chicken, allow it to cook. Put the large pot on the stove top. Turn on the heat. Let's check on the chicken. The chicken has cooked. The sauce needs to be reduced. We will let it simmer a little longer. While the sauce simmers, let's cool down the vermicelli. The vermicelli has completed all 3 rounds of steaming. Now it's ready. The chicken is ready too. I leave some sauce in the pot, which we will serve alongside the main plate. Turn off the heat. Next, I will move to prepare the raisins. Here are the raisins. Add a cinnamon stick. A teaspoon of cinnamon. A teaspoon of turmeric. About 2 tablespoons of sugar. Add enough water to cook the raisins. Place the raisins pot on the stove and turn on the heat. Remove the chicken pot from the stove. Let's transfer the vermicelli to the serving plate. It's very hot. This is an amazing dish. You'll enjoy it a lot. After placing half the amount of vermicelli on the serving plate, I will add the chicken. Now that we have added the chicken, we will cover it with the vermicelli on top. Set aside the pot. Add the rest of the vermicelli on top of the chicken. We call this buried seffa. You can prepare it with either chicken, beef, or pigeon. The chicken is buried inside the vermicelli. We will ladle the sauce on top. We have added the sauce. Keep the extra sauce in a bowl whenever someone wants extra sauce. After adding the sauce, top the vermicelli with raisins. The raisins are all flavorful and caramelized. Add the raisins directly on top of the vermicelli, right where you ladled the sauce. The Seffa Madfouna is now ready. You can pick the chicken underneath the vermicelli and eat it. The chicken is very tender and delicious. Enjoy!